guys, and welcome to How to Improve on Dehaka. My name is Zetallon, and we're playing Heroes of the Storm. Now, Dehaka is a warrior type, and he is a special kind of warrior because he has a kit that allows him to be anywhere on the map in a matter of seconds. This makes him a really powerful component in a team composition.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Plus, he is really fun to play if you learn some of his key features to the fingernails. I haven't done that in this part of the video. I don't know how to land the tongue. I don't know where to be at what time. I'm basically up all in their face, because why not? And that costs me really.
Not yet. We still have work to do. So
one of the things you want to do as Dehaka, and one of the very first things you want to do, is not go for the kills. Because Dehaka's trait, Collect Essence, allows him to build up a supply of, well, you could call it, field reserves. I think that's the best way to put that. He builds up a stash of essence. This essence can do more than one thing for him, depending on how you want to play him. Basically, it allows him to have a way to heal himself in the middle of a fight. The more essence he has, the more he can heal for. He can also go for a talent that allows him to collect more essence, increase the amount of essence he can have. And there are talents that allows him to increase his health regen, depending on how much essence he has.
Send his servants to their graves.
So essence is in general really cool. You can try to modify the amount of essence you get from killing minions, or the amount of essence you get for killing heroes. I'm going for the hero variant right here. You see here, I can get away from Murky just because I had that essence stored. It doesn't cost you any mana to use your essence, that's just an emergency kit that you have available. And I'm back in the fight. Beside his trait, and beside his bush stalking, which allows him to be anywhere on the map he chooses, he has a few abilities that allow him to stun an opponent and drag them with him, which is extremely powerful because one, you're stunned, and the English word, thank you. The duration for which you are stunned is pretty long. The next thing is that you are being moved out of safety. You can either use it for pulling the opponent away from the team fight so you can kill it off yourself, or maybe target an opponent who you can pull into damage of your teammate. So that's a pretty powerful ability. However, there's a small delay on using it, and it's a good idea to know how long that delay is. And we are getting some health back. Never mind me. And let's drag Murky in here. That's what I meant. The tactic of dragging the opponent into tower range is extremely helpful. he has his W, which is Dark Swarm, I believe. It creates a ring around him that deals damage to everyone in the ring. I'm dead. I'm very, very dead.
You have been slain.
The ring also allows him, as long as it's on, it allows him to move through any minions or any heroes in his way. So it allows him to have a kind of escape. And then he has his E, which is a burrow, where he burrows himself into the ground, trying to avoid getting too severely damaged.
Enemy slain.
That's a space kit. Ah, I'm dead.
The altars belong to those who claim them. That means you.
One thing that you should be aware of playing Dehaka is that if you get yourself into a position that will get you killed, there's only one way out of there, and that is brush stalking to some place on the map. However, if you're not brush stalking, if you can't brush stalk away, you're doomed. There's no way out. And brush stalk is really, really good because you can just pop up somewhere, so you can collect a XP. For instance, I jump to the top lane. There's no one there, so I can collect the XP there and the assets. Now, Dehaka has two heroics. He has isolation, where he pops off this parasite that places itself on top of the head of a hero it hits, if it hits, isolating the target so he can't see anything, he can't use his abilities, he can run. That's it. Or he can go for adaptation, which is a self-heal that triggers after 4 seconds of using it. What it does is that if I am fighting off Murky, as I am, if I popped adaptation, I would, for every damage I take, heal myself for that damage after 4 seconds. Which means for the 4 seconds that someone is hitting me, it will be in vain, because I will just heal it back afterwards. That sounds really cool, you think? Yeah, no. It is really cool if you can build, if you can deal some damage within that 4 seconds while not dying yourself. And if you get yourself out of the combat after popping it, then it will just be in vain because you will not receive any damage. So it's a very his ults are very niche because there's a delay on isolation as well, as, like his tongue. So you will have to anticipate where to hit with the isolation. So his ults can be really good if you can play them right, but it's so difficult to play and use them in the right scenarios. It takes some practice. But he's really cool. I can definitely see myself as a Dehaka player. Burrow! I'm dead.
Your killing spree has ended.
Burrow is really good to some degree. I could have gone for a Burrow allows me to stealth afterwards. Oh, I'm sorry. Allows me to stealth afterwards. and then I can try to get away. I don't like that sound. I would rather collect more essence. We are going down to kill the Sylvanas. Come here, Sylvanas. I forgot what I was thinking about. Oh yeah, the collecting essence thing. You want to get as much essence that you can easily stack up. Right here was a very clear example on how adaptation can be very difficult to use properly. Because I used adaptation and I was killed within 3 seconds. Which means I will not be healed for the amount that I just amount of damage I just took.
They've lost a tower.
And one thing is I wasted an ult. Next thing is it doesn't have a short cooldown. It's not like, well, it didn't. It's not like when you get interrupted and then you were supposed to get it 10 seconds after. No, I used mine, so it's just wasted.
Meet your doom, Gravekeeper.
But I have a tip to how to use this probably in the next part of the video. So I will just hold suspense a little longer, so you guys can feel like it's worth watching both parts. Especially because as I recall, I might win.
We have secured a tower.
I'm not entirely certain though. But I am pretty sure that. Yeah, good idea. Go in 1 versus 5. That's a good idea.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center.
My heroes should have this gift as well.
The positive thing is that they have not caused as many as much damage to the core as we have. The bad thing is that we are a level behind, 1.5 level behind actually. So we need to get that XP.
Yes, let the altars rise.
Now here's where Dehaka would be brilliant in a team conversation. Because if my team said, let's take the top 2, let's go have them, I could just burrow up top. Dead man. Done.
No, not yet. We still have work to do.
And that's because I believe, well, maybe I can 1v1 them, but I don't have that great means of escape, and I had almost no health left.
The Raven Lord's talents. Your enemy has destroyed a key.
This round,
I prefer tunneling claws in level 60 because it allows me, when I burrow, to move away while I'm burrowing.
be gone from my domain.
And I think that is really efficient.
Let's see if you learn your lesson this time.
We're burrowing down, trying to figure out.
Our towers assail the Raven Lord.
Dehaka can be really good at pushing, and as you've seen earlier, he's really good at laning as well. It's just that one thing that you have to be aware of what is going on the map.
Your enemies keep falls.
Because if you can't see that
Has lost a tower.
the enemies are missing, then you won't see that they might be coming for you. And I will try to collect more XP and essence, because we are 2 levels behind. And my teammates are not focusing on DMG,
Keep lost.
which can be difficult
Do
to
not let them take
keep
our
a
towers.
focus on this particular map, because you want to have at least 3 towers. And the enemy team is so far ahead that they can push as much as they like to.
Drives me. Soon, the altars will be ours.
The issue with not having a mount is that while Dehaka can sneak up with his rush dogging ability, he cannot giddy up and just
The altars stand
and
ready.
just
Capture them
catch
before the Raven
a
Lord's
fleeing hero.
pawns do.
It's basically you can hunt them while they are
Yes, heroes, activate the towers.
while they are near a bush, but trying to chase with the Dehaka is almost really impossible. And I actually, if you look at the bottom of the screen, I actually did use adaptation again. However, they killed me so fast that again we didn't hit the 4-second marker, which ultimately means that I wasted my ult once more. And that's the part of Dehaka that you have to get used to, and which is really, really sad, is the feeling of your that you wasting an ult whenever you don't hit with isolation, or you use adaptation and no one hits you, or hits you so fast that you die from it. I have to be honest, guys, that doesn't feel pretty good. Not at all. It actually it feels pretty lousy. But at level 20 we will go for the one and only talent that you should ever go for as a Dehaka, Apex Predator. That's good. Apex Predator will allow Dehaka to use Brush Dogger more often than I have been allowed to.
The altars
Really?
are rising from the mists.
Because there is a 45-second cooldown on Brush Dogger. Up there. But Apex Predator reduces it to 20-second cooldown and decreases the amount of time it takes from borrowing from one place to another. So it's a ridiculously strong talent, and it's the only talent that's really worth taking on Dehaka. There is another talent that I think allows him to connect essence just from hitting enemy heroes, and that's pretty dope as well.
Has been snatched away.
But it's not as good as just popping up anywhere on the map every 20 seconds. That's overpowered as fudge. And yeah, I say fudge. I'm really trying to stop cursing as much as I'm current. And trying to make his ults better isn't really worth your time. Now I use adaptation, and I actually managed to use it properly. However, I have no one to save me in that sense, or in that specific scenario. But I did use it when I knew that they couldn't hit me as hard as they would like to, because they had to chase me. So popping that ult allowed me to live for a little while longer. Not a whole lot, but you have to take your victories where you can find them, especially if you are not accustomed to a new hero.
Fall before you. both die, but only I will evolve. The altar's right again, heroes.
Alright, and we only need one altar, so if everyone just go for the same altar, and all go bot, then we get that. Plus, that a lot of their heroes are actually up in the top. I'm burrowing down here, I'm trying to see if I can maybe save the Zebo, but it takes too long.
The altars stand ready. Capture them before the Raven Lord's pawns do.
We're trying to see if we can get to that tower, but it's really, really difficult. I actually used adaptation pretty well again because I knew that that they would do a lot of damage to me right there, but I didn't know how to get out of that specific.
The enemy has taken a tower!
Who wants to capture this mercenary camp?
But the most common mistake that I make in this first game here is that I
Ally requires help.
don't such a bad move. Or at least it's a really bold move, but they are all coming top now, and they will take the ball. Right there. When you're down, generally, when you're down 2 people, you don't go for boss.
Your enemy has destroyed their king. The Raven Lord's heroes have taken a tower. To keep heroes.
And we get that back.
Lord's heroes have taken a tower.
We need to have another keep in order to.
We hold all the towers. Now the Raven Lord shall suffer.
Well, they can kill us right there,
Under my control.
and there's
Lay
nothing we can
claim
do
to the
right
altars.
there.
Do not.
So that's
disappoint.
GG. It's not a particularly bad first game with the Dehaka. It's not particularly good either. But that is about to change.
Defeat.
So I will see you guys in a bit.
Battleground initialization in
Alright, we find ourselves on Warhead Junction. This is an ideal map for the Dehaka. Now let's see, we have double tank. They have not. So I will go for a wave clear build. They don't have enough spell damage either.
Time remaining.
So I'm going for primal
10
aggression.
Seconds. 5, 4.
Primal aggression allows us to deal bonus damage to minions and mercs
Let the battle
equal to 90%
begin.
of the damage that Darkstorm actually gives, and we increase the duration with 0.5 seconds. And I'm going top. Because that makes the most sense. Come here. That's a neat trick. Try to look really vulnerable, try to run away on your half of the lane, and when they chase you, turn around and Zetallon them. Sorry, that's not the word for it. I just really think about Zetallon when I see that one. Zetallon is Pokemon, for those of you who don't know that. Yes, I do play Pokemon. Because you can get the tower damage in and you can use your Dark Swarm.
Warheads are now ready for collection.
Damn it. I had to have interrupted myself. And I'm trying to take it now. It would be stupid for him to try to get it right here. Especially because I have 50 essence, so I can heal up.
Warhead collection completed.
Oops. I got him. Alright. We are going to increase the essence we get from minions. How am I going to do that? And I'm overextending a bit, sorry. That's the real one. It's important to know what maps can you overextend on and which can you not. Warhead Junction is such a huge map, so it's difficult for them to act on Dehaka's pushing. We are going for symbiosis. An important aspect of playing Dehaka is to always look at the minimap. I see you. But he has a pretty cool kit for getting out of trouble. If they're body blocking, you get through them with Dark Swarm. If they're dealing a ton of damage, you can always drag them for a short duration, and it allows you to get your stacks. It allows you to get some of your stacks on your essence collection. I prefer to not use it all the time. I'd rather have the 50 essence so that I can heal for much more instead of using it regularly to collect more. There's a lot of quests where you have to collect essence in order to improve some of your utility, and that's not how I play Dehaka. I'm getting out. Oh, that's tough. Alright, I'll try to get this one.
Warhead deployment complete. Collection is advised.
Then I'm going down
Nuclear
here.
silo on.
Nuking that.
Detected. Enemy nuke launched. Work order complete. Warhead fully deployed.
And I need some more time before I can get up to top lane. I think they will get top. Because there's 15 seconds before I can use my brush storm. That's not a whole lot of health on that one. And I'm going for adaptation.
Your team has lost a fort. Fort destroyed.
And I'm going up here. What happened? Ah, damn it, didn't get it. We should get up.
Enemy hero terminated.
Not half bad.
Now I can get up here and clean that up. Dehaka is a really good pick in rank because his ability to pop up anywhere on the map is really awesome. He is kind of similar to Falstad, but better because Falstad has a range to use his flight. Yeah. We're healing up.
Double kill.
We got the kills there.
Take more where that came from.
Killing spree.
I'm going top because we want XP that they can capitalize on. And then we're going for the Primal Swarm in order to lower their anyone's armor. Anyone who stands in my Dark Swarm will have their armor lowered by 25, I think. No, lose 10 armor for every 0.75 seconds,
Enemy fort
causing them to take
destroyed.
10% extra damage. So that's alright. That's actually pretty good. It allows my team to deal more damage to them. And I don't see a whole lot of enemies. Oops. I shouldn't have done that. I'm still alive.
Double kill.
Alright, that actually went pretty well.
Triple kill.
And I can get that. So it actually it went pretty well. Let's do that. The one thing I don't think that Dehaka is pretty good at is getting bosses.
Mayhem.
Strength returns. Thankful.
Oh. That was the wrong button. And I am going up here to kill this. And you may hit me as much as you like. And I'm getting up. Yeah, I got him. So that was a pretty successful adventure. Tunneling claws. Now I can borrow away if need be. Come here. Like that. It's pretty sweet.
Double kill. Destroyed.
And I have no health left, but I'm going butt. They have a merc camp pushing top. Lucio is going to deal with that. And I am going back. The Dehaka can be pretty powerful, but you have to know when to go in. He's not a character that you just want to push indefinitely with. He has a lot of sustain. And a lot of crowd control, if need be. But you don't want to overstay your welcome. His strongest suit is that he has that global presence. Yeah, I'm getting up here. We're going to need that. Oh, we're getting up. Yep. That just happened. I'm getting out. And I'm dying. Alright. So I got that through. Was it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not my best play. I should have waited to see where their team was, so I could pick the right keep to destroy. But it's not a major mistake. That is a major mistake. They're using their nukes in teamfights. Oh, we're wiping. We're wiping. Come with me. Well, we're getting core damage right now. That's pretty dope. Hello, Varian!
Enemy hero terminated.
You are a worthy ally.
And we're getting out. And now we become extremely powerful, because now we can pick Apex Predator. This reduces the cooldown of Brush Stalker significantly. I can now cast it every 20 seconds. It allows me for some sweet escapes. It allows me to be anywhere on the map within the given 20 seconds. Okay, but then we can push.
Enemy keep annihilated. Gas status confirmed.
Not the best use of my brush stalker, I admit. But we gotta keep mid here. They actually used 2 heroes in order to stop me bot. Completely ignoring the mid.
Let's drop the beat.
So I think I did not die in vain. Although it was not it was not the best way to play my character. And now we're team wiping. Oh well, what can they do? They have no nukes. They can go get a boss, but they have to protect their core as well because we have 2 catapults shooting at it right now. And I'm up now. Let's take a camp. He is pretty good at taking a merc camp because our first pick was 90% extra damage to merc camps.
Enemies are unchanging. No match for us.
Don't think we can stop them.
Let's drop the beat.
Well, I have to give it up. It was a misplay from our team. I'm out of here. And in 15 seconds I can go bot on top if that's what we need.
Your enemy has destroyed a fort.
Let's drop the beat.
Alright. I'm getting that one.
Elimination complete.
I will never stop fire. Never. They must go.
I'm going back. No, I'm... Well, that's a misplay. I forgot that I had a nuke. And I can't protect that nuke.
Eliminate that hero.
I got you!
Let's drop the beat.
Stay up. You can go get him.
You have eliminated a king. Elimination complete. Double kill.
You got him.
Kill
Got him.
confirmed.
Yeah, I'm going to spend it on the core.
Was awesome.
And that's GG. And that's Dehaka, everyone. He is at first a bit difficult to play because you need to know the small quirks of this character. Oh, we got MVP! Oh my. I think Lucio did good. Yeah, you have to
Designing warheads for deployment.
get accustomed
Completion time.
to his little quirks, and the fact that you don't have a mount, and every time you use brush talk, the first 19 levels, you have to wait a lot of time for it to reappear for usage. But if you want 3 ways to improve on your Dehaka: 1, map awareness. It's the most important aspect of playing Dehaka, is knowing where am I gonna go, where am I needed, and the best way to see that is look at your minimap. Is there a lane that needs to be taken care of? Is every lane taken care of? Should I go get a merc camp? Where do they need some support from me? Because there might be 3 people in a lane versus 1. Well, then I will go there and try to help hold that lane. Next thing is getting used to his ults. Dehaka's ults are not the best in the game, but his kit, his overall kit is really strong in itself. But his ults demands some getting used to. Adaptation is not something you use in the middle of a team fight. It's when you see, well, I'm getting into this team fight, and there are a lot of them, and they are probably going to hit me a lot. Use adaptation. When you use isolation, you have to be aware of the fact that it takes about half a second before you actually pop that little gooey helmet. So it's pretty damn difficult to hit with. And the last thing, which is very much in Dehaka's lore, evolve with your team. What does your team need? In this case, where they had 1 tank and we had 2, we didn't need another tank. So I went for some utility, going for merc camps, going for lanes, trying to be everywhere on the game, on the map, trying to get the objectives. So try to adjust your talents to what your team needs. If we were low on, let's say, damage, then you might want to go for a different build that allows you to deal more damage, or to chase down more heroes, etc., etc. Dehaka is a really fun character, and on a scale of 1 to 10, which I know I forgot to do in the last videos, I would say that I'm a secure 7. I really believe that I can play Dehaka. And let's take the others as well, because we forgot those. Zetallon, I am a confident 6. I wouldn't play him in ranked with the skill level that I have. Rhaegar, I am a confident 6. I'd still need to adjust some of my playstyle to his kit. And then we have Varian. I'm a very confident 8 on Varian. I think that I'm doing really well with him. Sorry I forgot on the other videos, but hey, better late than never. If you like this video, then please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, or even better, subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out a lot to see that you enjoy these videos, because it keeps my motivation going. And I've recently experienced that some people are very happy that I'm making these videos. So keep the good vibes coming, and I will see you guys next time.